Hello, welcome to the Somnus Institute. I am Dr. Victoria Hale and I will be your sleep specialist over the next few weeks. Okay, so are you comfortable? Perfect. May I offer you a beverage of sorts? Sparkling water, anything like that? Okay. Well, anytime over the next few weeks that you stay with us, please feel free to ask for anything you need, alright? Even if we do not have it on site, we can always send someone out to the local town to retrieve it. Yes, we are nestled quite far away here in this beautiful forest, but we wanted to make sure that the Somnus Institute was located in the most tranquil and serene spot that we could find. Tranquility, serenity are essential components to restoring one's mind and helping one sleep better, of course. So, can you just confirm your name and date of birth for me? Okay. Thank you. And just if you could briefly explain what brought you in here, you're hoping to achieve here. Okay. I see. And how long has this insomnia been an issue for you? Okay. Yes, in extreme cases like this, we have worked with and we have helped many just like yourself. So feel at ease that you too will soon be rid of this awful insomnia that has wreaked havoc so far. We'll get you back in order, don't worry. Okay, so you said, was there a significant life event that possibly occurred before the insomnia began? Okay. So a job loss, I see. Well, that can be very stressful. I am sorry to hear that. And what have you been taking to try to help you sleep? Okay. Did you bring those with you? Okay, can I see that? Thank you. Okay. I see. So these are an over-the-counter melatonin sleep supplement. And how often have you been taking these? Okay. Alright. Take a look at that later. Those are commonly used, although not often with successful outcome. Okay. See. Have you been experiencing a good amount of nightmares when you do sleep? How often would you say? Alrighty. And are you currently taking anything else to help you with the insomnia? Okay. What was the last time you'd say you had over 8 hours of sleep? Okay. And how often do you wake up during the night? Right, I think I have a pretty good idea of your particular sleep issues. And I don't need to ask you any further questions at the moment. Obviously, questions could come up during our session today. On that note, here at the Somnus Institute, we pride ourselves in our innovative sleep technologies that we have devised using different technological means that were not even in the picture, let's say 5 years ago. And these new technological means have been devised specifically to work with the brainwaves that are responsible for sleep and neutralizing those effectively to help those insomnia sufferers that we have staying with us here at the Somnus Institute. So, since tonight is your first night here, let's see. Yes, so we'll be monitoring you while you sleep. We will be analyzing your brain waves, your physiological responses. Okay, but before we put you to sleep, and we'll be putting you into a very deep sleep. For that, I'm just going to do a few tests on your senses. Okay, and we might even do some virtual reality dreamscapes scenarios as well. I'll explain more as we get into it, okay? Now, let me just do a few things to put you into our system. As I said, we'll be using some new technological means, cybernetic enhancements and sorts, to help us study a particular brainwaves, physiology, etc. So I will need to install a device in order to do that and conduct our research. We'll be conducting the research as you are currently awake, and of course when you are sleeping. And you're probably wondering, well, how are you going to get to sleep when you have this insomnia? Well, we have a sleep patch that I will apply to this area of your neck, and it almost works to a tranquilizer effect of putting you into a deep sleep. Side effects, minimal, perhaps a bit of nausea the next day, light headache, yes, very minimal if that. As I said, we have only the best of the best, means here at the Somnus Institute, which is, I'm sure, why you chose us for our incredible reviews and whatnot, and success with previous patients. Yes. Alright, I'm just putting all this information to the system. And you already checked into your room, right? Was everything okay with your room as far as like amount of pillows and whatnot? Okay. Well, you won't be staying in there tonight, since tonight we do need to do the intensive study of you while you are in deep sleep. But after we go through that process, which will just take one night, you'll be able to go into that very luxurious room set up for you. Okay, so now we can begin the fun part. I am going to attach some electrodes to your brain and begin monitoring your brainwaves as I conduct a series of tests devised to trigger your different senses, olfactory, visual, and such. Okay? So I'm just going to first pull back your hair a bit and wipe off your face to make sure we have a nice clean slate before attaching the electrodes, if that is okay with you. Alright, wonderful. Okay, and on this side here. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Just like so. Perfect. Okay, wonderful. All good there. Very nice. I have some wipes here, and I'm just going to make sure we get any debris off your face, like it's a nice clean slate. Okay, and they have a very pleasant smell, I assure you. Lavender. Herbal components are one of the many attributes that we use here, of course, when designing our sleep institute. Okay. Wipe your face like so. Very good. Feel nice and cool in there. Wonderful. Okay, all around. Very good. Okay. And just on the side there, okay. Just inhale very deeply there. Very, very good. Okay. Very nice. Just inhale that nice, beautiful lavender aroma. Just to help you relax. Perfect. Perfect. Very, very good. Alright. Dry momentarily. And then I shall apply the electrodes, okay? You might be feeling quite relaxed. As I said, it did have a lavender essential herbal component, medicinal levels actually. So it is being absorbed into your skin currently. And you should just begin to feel very calm, very at ease, because of course, coming in here after a long bout of insomnia, one can have, quite a high amount of anxiety, and we just want you to feel so relaxed, serene, and tranquil here at the Somnus. Okay, my dear. This one right here. Good. Just nice and easy there. So just go one here and one on this cranial region. That's right there. Perfect. Okay. And then just over here. One right. Perfect. And this last one. Just Wonderful. Now I have a device that is going to activate the electrodes, and they're going to emit a certain frequency, working along with your neurotransmitters, so that then I may fully see the brainwave activity, okay? So I need you just to please focus your attention right here, and you're going to see a bit of light for a moment, okay? 1, 2, 3. Very good. Activating, as I said, these electrodes. Perfect. That feels light, tingling sensation as the pulsation of the device once around you. Very pleasant, serene. We just want you to feel very comfortable, very cozy here at the Somnus Institute, where we work to ensure that we can get your sleep back in order. Exactly. There we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That should be up and running. Then I will be able to play back these sessions later as they are being recorded onto this computer device I have here, so that I may focus all my attention on you and the methods we'll use to test your senses as we are now documenting your brainwave activity while you are awake. As I said, we will be documenting you while you are asleep later in the night, but you will not be conscious for that, as the sleep strip will surely put you into the deepest sleep you have ever experienced. Alright, and voila. Put that aside here. These substances here, the green, the clear, are a highly nuanced herbal components with two completely different methods of being proactive in the journey to improve sleep quality. And I'm going to just drop a few bits on the tip of your tongue, and then we'll see how your brainwaves react to the two different substances. Now, as I said before, we want this to be a very serene and tranquil experience for you. So as I introduce these different herbal components into your system, you should begin to feel a bit more sedated, although you will still remain completely conscious. Alright? So do not be alarmed if you slowly begin to sink into a more sedated, dreamlike state, where you might begin to question, am I awake or asleep? Is the dream world really the waking world? And such. Sorry, do not mind me and my imagination. You get quite caught up in all of it after studying sleep for so long that sometimes you do just wonder, am I really awake? Or am I asleep? Anyway, let's test this clear one first, which is called the quartz component. Now, depending on your particular biomakeup, you might have enhanced senses where you might see visual or hear auditory components outside of your current reality spectrum, i.e. hallucinations are possible but very minimal. Imagine you just took a tiny bit of a little dose of a hallucinogen. That's kind of what these will do. But you signed up for this and you knew the possible trials that we would do, correct? Okay, wonderful. No issues then. Let's begin. Just need to get the right dosage here. That is very important. Precise dosage for you. Just please open wide. Very good. 1, 2, 3. And just allow that to absorb at the very tip of your tongue there. Good, 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 good. So that I don't need to look at the larger monitor. I have a smaller screen here that I'm going to just be glancing at here and there to see the changes in your biochemistry and such. Like I said, do not be alarmed if you start to see colors or images, auditory or visual means around us. It shouldn't last for too long, okay? I already see a change in your brainwave activity here of a very pronounced sort. So it seems the quartz component is working. Wondrous. How are you feeling? Very relaxed, I hope. Okay, well yes, perfectly normal to see those visions around you. Perfectly normal, okay? And as we do that, I would just like you to express how each color I'm going to show you makes you feel, okay? And you might hear a sound emitted. These are all vibrational frequencies, okay? Your senses should be a bit enhanced now with our quartz component. How does the red make you feel? How does it make you feel? I see. So fear is being triggered now with my Freudian slip suggestibility. Red. We want you to associate red with the most horrific nightmares that you will experience later. when we fully put you under. What was that, my dear? Oh, I'm so sorry. If you hallucinated me appearing scary or saying something, I'm so sorry. These are just out of my hand based on, the substance that you have in your system now. Yes, it's all a dream, sort of. Don't worry, when you awake tomorrow, we'll be back to our normal selves and our normal perception of reality. Red. The subject associates red now. Horror. What about blue? Light blue. What does this remind you of? Is it calming you down? Is it making you experience a pleasant sensation? Oh, isn't that wonderful? Go back to red. Red. What does the red remind you of? Go into the red, fully into the red. Red rum is your trigger word. Yellow, neutrality. Yellow, nothingness. Yellow, nothingness. Yellow, nothingness. Okay, those are your color triggers. Program now into your subconscious. Alright, some time has passed now, my dear, so the quartz component should have left your system. Let me just double check. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that the hallucinations got frightening. Oh. Yes, well, it can be quite an uphill battle to get your sleep back in order. There will be ups and downs like a roller coaster here. But believe me, this first initiation tonight, using these herbal components will be the toughest part of your journey. It's only going to get better as we go along and as your stay here goes along with the Somnus Institute, okay? Now on that note, I will have to give you the other substance now, the green one, which is known as the tourmaline. And this one should have a more pleasant, this one should give you more pleasant sensations and perceptions, I believe. So, how are you feeling overall? How is your level of awareness? How are you feeling? Very sluggish. Can you lift your arms and such? It's okay. I will have someone to help me transition you to lay back when we put you finally into the deep sleep. And won't that be wonderful just to go into that deep sleep? Okay. Let's move on to the tourmaline component. Yeah. Okay. Like I said, this is just really getting into the deepest part of the neurotransmitters of your brain so that we really see where there is inactivity or overactivity and what may be causing these bouts of insomnia. Okay. Go here. Okay. Just like that. 1, 2, and 3. It should have a bit of an algae-like taste to it. I do apologize for that. Just going to let that absorb into your system, and just if you can verbalize when things start to become unreal again. Are you awake? Are you really dreaming? Is any of this real? my dear, my dear, my dear. Now, if I'm correct, the room should have disappeared and you are seeing a black screen behind me. Is this accurate? Alright, my dear, now what the tourmaline has achieved is allowed us to get into your subconscious while you are conscious. So you're in a state between, pivoting between different planes of reality of your conscious and subconscious. This is why the virtual reality dreamscape will occur, okay? So what I'm going to do is present a trigger. The trigger is this clock. And the reason for it is we are about to delve into the recesses of time in your mind. I want you to really imagine going back in time. Back in time, you see, to the deep recesses of your mind. We want to go into the deepest part of your subconscious, and then we want the images that appear in your mind to appear before us, behind me, where this black screen will then turn into a screen showing us visual little pieces, fragments of a dream world. Okay, this is going to begin after I move the clock handle as I count back from 10. As I count back from 10, you will dive into the deepest recesses of your mind. Memories that you have hidden from yourself, perhaps. These could be your greatest fears, something very intertwined there, okay? Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. The subject should be completely absorbed into this virtual reality dreamscape now, plugging in and allowing us to be transformed by the dream imagery of the greatest fears. Look at me. Red. Red. Remember what red brings out. Red. 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 Good. Okay. Now we should be inside the brainwave activity here with the greatest fear elements attached to the subconscious, so that we can further understand how this drives and triggers their sleep abnormalities. It appears that we are seeing ghost-like images, surreal bits, and monsters and such, if these are imagined or something that they saw watching growing up. We're not sure. Main bit is to see how the brainwave activity is fully pinpointed right now only on the fear-based memories, and if we just hone in on this, we can learn how to erase it completely from the subject's mind, ultimately taking away these memories while leaving them somewhat absent of a part of themselves they should become the ultimate sleeper after the stay at the Somnus Institute. Are you there? Yes, they're still in a zombie-like state as the effects of the tourmaline and quartz component has put them into the appropriate level of docility. We'll be attaching the sleep strip to them so that we may have them fully unconscious for the last part of this experimentation as we do the lobotomy to retrieve these particular brain matter in which we have now culminated using the technology to synchronize it effectively. Okay, it's complete. Ending virtual dreamscape now. I will now be able to completely see. I will now be able to completely see into the subject's mind. They are in an almost comatose state, but the sleep strip will allow us to ensure that they will be completely unconscious for the next 8 hours, which will be a substantial amount of time to remove the brain matter, patch them back up, and have them get a little bit of rest. So, attaching sleep strip now. Perfect. Right, just like that. And that should just completely knock them out. Although, in previous sessions, it did seem that some subjects maintain a slight level of consciousness where they will be able to perceive us in a sleep paralysis state, so that may occur again this time, but after we remove the brain matter, it won't matter because they won't remember any of this. They'll just remember feeling relaxed and serene and enjoying the stay at the Somnus Institute. Okay. Just see. Okay. Right. Now I may begin retrieving the brain matter. Using the technology embedded to laser it out. Okay. Should be everything we need here. Hello? Are you there? Hello? Well, even though they are in the required unconscious state, apparently their eyes are staying open, so yes, it could be that they are experiencing this in a form of sleep paralysis. But they are unable to physically move or speak, so I am permitted to go on then. I have them in the sleep paralysis state needed to do this lobotomized brain matter retrieval using the laser iris method. There were 2 options, one the more outdated and this one the more this one the better option. Just didn't know if they would go into sleep paralysis or full unconsciousness, but it seems that their biomakeup is putting them into this option here. So please just, I'm going to put this now in front of the iris. That should send out the signal. Synchronizing with the brain activity to only allow us to retrieve those fear-embedded memories and thoughts, everything associated with red. Okay. See. Yes. Good. I'm now able to perform the laser lobotomy. Okay. I'm going to just tap here. This is working with the electrodes. And going to just then slight tap should make thermal incision there. Okay. Placing the Somnus Dream Retriever, and this will absorb the necessary materials and brain matter that we need and synchronize and absorb into this machine here. Seems to be going smoothly so far. Okay, just absorbing that. Nanoparticles of their brain matter now that it has been synchronized with the technology and becomes something quite outside of its former human disposition. Alrighty, just a few more moments here, and it should have fully absorbed the nanite brain material that we need. They will no longer have any fears, and this will allow them to sleep peacefully. Another successful patient here at the Somnus Institute. You will leave feeling light and easy, and have no memory of this session at all. Maybe bits here and there. Okay. Let's go. Perfect. Complete. Right. Fully successful. Full synchronization. Brain matter retrieved. No longer have any of the fear-associated memories or thoughts. Beautiful, almost blank canvas here. Now let's put them into complete sleep state by attaching another strip. Just do the trick. Blackout and no longer be in this paralysis mode. I should fall right back into the mattress there. Okay. Go. Good night. Sleep well. Put them right there. Beautiful, deep, peaceful sleep. And I will see you tomorrow.